Hello, I'm going to do the Capricorn energy reading, and this may or may not resonate with you. If it does, take the parts that do resonate. If it does not, leave the parts that do not resonate, as that may be meant for someone else. All right, we're going to use the Psychic Tarot for the Heart Oracle deck. So this has tarot and oracle on it. So we're going to look at what you may possibly be struggling with, what you may need to look at, and possible future energies. And we have the Four of Pentacles open up. So the tarot part is that it's a Four of Pentacles. The oracle card part is the open up. So struggling with opening up. Definitely it could be that struggling with feeling vulnerable. What you may need to look at is spread your wings. The Two of Wands. And then possible future energies. I'm just going to go with these two. Is we have the 10, which is flow, and that represents the wheel. And we have 13, release, and that is the death card. So two major cards there. And then at the bottom of the deck, we have third eye chakra. This deck also has the chakras in it. So the third eye chakra represents your intuition and that inner feeling, that inner guidance that you have. So the overall energy is to listen to that inner voice, to open up and be more in tune with what it is that you're feeling and following that, and not finding reasons to not listen to it, to spread your wings and to embrace change and release what's holding you back. So let's get some tarot. And let's look a little more into this. What are you possibly struggling with? Opening up, that Four of Pentacles. Seeing things from a different perspective, right? That Hanging Man is stop and looking at things from a different perspective. Excuse me. We have Justice, which could represent Libra. Feeling like things are happening for you. Sometimes if we feel like, well, nothing's really happening for me, nothing's, how come everyone else is having this, but I'm feeling like things aren't falling in my favor. And then we have the Knight of Cups reaching out. I feel like there may be somebody that you want to connect with emotionally, but you're kind of putting up those walls. And it could be that, are you seeing that with you putting up those walls, that is creating a bigger distance between you and that person? That it's creating more of that disconnect. But it also could be, because I'm looking at the spread your wings, and I feel like there's something that you want to achieve, or you want to try, or you want to do, but sometimes we don't listen to that third eye chakra, and we talk ourselves out of it, and we find reasons to not do something. I mean, I know I've definitely done that, is I will find those reasons to not do something, and it's like, well, it's easier to find reasons to not do something rather than to push ourselves and to do something and to achieve something and to release our fears, to release those things that are holding us back. And are we afraid of emotions? Are we afraid of our emotions and our feelings? And sometimes, they say be careful what you wish for, because sometimes it's like, well, we finally have that, and it's like, whoa, sometimes it can become overwhelming. And it's like, wow, I'm overwhelmed with this situation. But it's like, embrace that, right? And spread your wings, and to embrace that change, that flow. All right, so let's get some more tarot. What you need to look at is your strength, right? Look at your inner strength, that you're stronger than you're stronger than you know. To embrace that confidence and that strength, to spread your wings, and to take those steps to try something new. We have the Eight of Wands, which is, shaking things up. It's that forward movement. Things start happening quicker. It's almost like sometimes we overthink things and it slows us down, but then when we don't think about it, then all of a sudden things speed up, right? It just becomes faster, and it's almost like, oh my gosh, like you're already at a point where you want to be before you know it. I love it. Look at this, the Ace of Wands, and that is, aces are new beginnings. It's taking actions that I feel you're kind of stuck over here. You're stuck. And maybe you don't even realize that you're stuck. But over here, I feel like, how do I get this moving? How do I get this going? How do I spread my wings? How do I get this to flow? What do I need to release? What do I need to move on? And here you're like, okay, I got to figure this out. And believing in yourself, right, with that third eye chakra, knowing, yeah, you know what, I really can handle this. I really can deal with this. I really can work my way through this. And to believe in yourself. Look at this. I love it. Possible future energies. We have the Nine of Cups. It's that wishes and those dreams coming true, and that fulfillment and feeling happy, right? I mean, he looks very fulfilled. He looks very happy. He's got a big smile on his face. He's celebrating. And there's nothing more satisfying than when you take things into your own hands and you make your dreams come true and you make things happen. And it's so much more fulfilling when you've worked hard and you've put the work in, you've put the energy in, that you've gone through those struggles and you've pulled yourself up by your bootstraps and you've achieved that Nine of Cups that you've been wanting to achieve. And you're listening to that inner voice and you're saying, okay, I know I need to make changes. I know I have to look at things differently. I know I have to make this effort. And when you start to achieve that and you get those rewards from that, it's incredibly fulfilling. That not letting other people or situations stop you. Sometimes, again, we don't listen to our third eye chakra. We don't listen to that inner feeling. And that we don't see things from the hangman point of view, is that maybe there's someone that's affecting us. Maybe there's somebody that's holding us back. Sometimes when we have people around us, they don't want to see us achieve. They don't want to see you achieve. They don't want you just to see you get ahead of them. You know, sometimes people are in that competition, right? And they want to be ahead. But when you start getting ahead, then they don't want that. So then they start trying to pull you back, right? So you need to release that because you're on your own journey. We have the Empress, which represents growth and fertility and change and evolving and learning. And then we have the Knight of Pentacles, is focusing on the positive, but then also that bear, that strength of the bear, that powering through. And sometimes we need that time to ourselves, because also with the bear, as the bear hibernates and he takes that time to himself, and he's, you know, in his cave and he's hibernating. And sometimes we need that, but we need to build up our own strength while we're doing that. And when we come out of that, we're feeling fiery, right? We're feeling like we're ready for change. We're feeling like we're ready for those challenges. Bottom of the deck, Three of Wands, and we have the Fool that is on the sail of the ship, and it's looking towards those new beginnings and those new starts and making things happen. And how do I want to be in this stuck energy, this closed off energy, for the next 5 years, for the next 10 years? Or do I want to make those changes that I see that in a year, you know, I want to be in a different place, that you want to achieve this Nine of Cups and wanting to achieve that spreading your wings and changing things up and embracing the Ace of Wands. It's all how we look at it. Definitely with this Hangman, and I feel like you're sort of stuck in this one way of seeing things, and you're not seeing the big picture of things, and you're not seeing those areas that need to be worked on, and you're not listening to that inner voice. Because I always feel like that inner voice is always kind of, you know, chirping and saying, hey, listen to me, listen to me. But a lot of times, you know, we can find reasons to not listen to that. But when we become more in tune, we're like, yeah, you know what, I knew that was going to happen, or I knew I could do it, or I knew I could achieve it, and I need to listen to that more. All right, so let's grab a Whispers of Healing. Let's see, I feel like these two. We have Receive Healing, and then we have Breathe. Letting it go. It's almost like breathing, I feel like, goes with this release, and this Death card is letting it go, learning to breathe, breathing in the positive energy, releasing the negative energy. And sometimes I know Before, when I was struggling, I would see myself, when I breathe out, it would be the negative sign. And when I breathe in, I would see the positive sign. And that was a way that it helped me to receive healing, to receive things, to get myself to focus on the positive and to let go of the negative. And it's just those things that we all try different things, you know, that we feel can work for us and that we can understand. And almost like for me, it was like being able to see those positive signs coming in towards me and me releasing those negative signs, and that helped me. All right, thank you so much for watching. As always, stay positive, stay safe, and I will see you next time.